Lance has gone deep into the murky climes of Arctic Victoria. He's chasing a lead from a man who spotted a bunch of trucks on the outskirts of Daylsford. It's sight unseen and fingers crossed he hasn't come all this way for nothing.
Frank, it's Lance, how are you? We're just into Daylsford now. I know just down the road there's a shell garage on the right, so which way do we go from there?
You go up to the roundabout where the farmer's arms are.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, we'll be heading out there in a minute.
No worries.
Okay, thanks very much. See you, mate, bye.
Truck hunting can be a long and lonely road, travelling the highways and byways of Australia's big backyard, searching for classic American trucks that have withstood 70 years of whatever the elements have dished up. And around here, rust runs deep. And Scrapper Frank has been dealing in it for decades.
Frank?
Yeah.
Lovely day.
Lovely, isn't it? Good weather.
Warming up a bit now anyway.
Lance,
Yeah, I'm Lance. Hello. This is a mate of mine, Pete.
How are you, Pete?
Hello, mate. How you doing? Sorry, you're
Frank.
Frank. Pleased to meet you.
So what are you going to carry on that ship?
Don't know yet. I'm going to have a look. So it looks like you've been doing this for a while.
A little while, yeah.
Collecting a few things.
Pete loves retro, but this is looking more like garden mulch. It's the Antarctica of junk. But Lance spots a classic GMC. Could be just the thing to warm his cockles and make the long trip down here worth the effort.
Terrible. Look at the Chevy.
The GMC is a mouldy rust bucket. Lance hopes Frank's Chevy is a little more worthy of the long trip home.
Wow, look at this so
Crikey, fucking thing. Bombs. You know, to get them out of here, look, be here for a fucking couple of days. I'm not buying these.
Not getting them?
Huh? Nah. Right. They're rusty because they're in this sort of area that with the fog and the rain, they've been sitting for so long. But anyway, I don't know. I'll see what else he's got.
does my head in. I think, you know, he has junk and I think it's worth $1 million. He had a go-kart there with a Honda 4 engine. I was too scared to ask him because I thought, it's ridiculous.
The thrill of the hunt's gone cold. Looks like Frank's rustic treasures are only good for the crusher.
Really, I don't really think any of this stuff's any good, mate. You know, I don't think he's trying to get that out of there. Like, get that shed out of there. We'll be here all day and tomorrow to get it out of
And
here.
you know, it's not an original patina. It's got someone's brush paint on it.
Oh, it's terrible.
So what's underneath? It could be a bucket full of bags.
Even the GMC is not that good. I wish that mate of mine would have come and got photos for me because it's just been a wasted trip, really.
Well, yeah. And you know, you're saying he's a nice bloke, but he does scrap work. Does was collecting scrap.
Yeah.
So that's where most of his come. It's not a pride and joy of the fleet.
It's all
Mate,
junk.
There's plenty of junk around William dragging you back. If it's not worth it, it's not worth it.
I'm not taking it back.
Just killing yourself.
Well, come on, let's get going.
Decent.
Yeah, I was really after a GMC, really, you know.
Yeah.
Because I've got a guy that really wants one.
Wants one what?
A GMC. But I tell you, if I took that home, he wouldn't buy it. Yeah, so, you know, that's why you've got to come and look anyway, you know.
The 2-day drive from Wollongong has gone belly up. Lance took a gamble on a mate's word. No photos, sight unseen. Now he's seriously out of pocket. So it's back to Castlemaine to continue the hunt and leave old mate Frank and his overpriced junk to gather moss and rust into oblivion. Back in Castlemaine, he's got wind of a truck for sale by a man who has kissed the sky and lived to tell the tale. The old Chevy's not the only thing frozen in time.
Come on, Pete, it's cold. Everything in Victoria's broken.
That's so thin, the steel, you wouldn't be able to weld a patch on it if you liked the tenant on it.
Yeah, no, it's not for me.
They threw in the solar light, do you reckon?
Someone might love it. Can better go find the guy. You've broken it.
Missed to break it, look. That'll look nice on the road, mate. A couple of headlights there. There you go.
Anyway, we better go
Solar
see him.
light. That's pretty ugly looking too, isn't it?
Yep.
That's been sectioned a whole heap, hasn't it?
Bedford.
Bedford, is it?
Bedford. Hang on, buddy. Lionel, is it?
Yeah, good.
I'm Lance.
How you going, Lance?
Very good, thank you. Hey, it's warm in here.
Lionel is an elder of the Castlemaine hot rod tribe. He's had a lifetime of building, modifying and resurrecting street machines. His passion is taking him on some serious rides, but his obsession with cracking the world land speed record drove him to near oblivion.
Up until the year I tipped it over, 3 years in a row we got top speed of the meeting.
Yeah, cool.
And they were all over 260 mile an hour.
260 miles per hour or 420 kilometres per hour is fast enough, but trying to reach 480 kilometres an hour is next level.
We push start it to about 60 kilometres,
Yeah, then it's on its own.
then it's on its own, you can let the clutch out. It'll run about 150 k's first, 250 second, 350 third, 420 fourth, and then pull her into top. The tyres we run, we pump up to 100 psi. You know, and it's all about getting the least amount of friction and the least amount of downforce you can get without coming off the ground.
Things were moving along nicely in top gear. Then at 430 kilometres an hour, the bronzed Aussie hit a puff of wind.
The wind got the car and the car spun.
Yeah.
And when it got sideways, it spun back the other way and the wind went under the back of it and blew the parachute out while it was going backwards, and the parachute went over the roof and pulled the bum in the air.
Okay.
So it just went up in the air like a butterfly,
So
basically.
when you were in that at that speed and all that was happening, was it like slow motion?
Oh, yeah.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Sort of happening, yeah. Like,
I think it went over at least twice end for end before it hit the ground.
Yeah.
That was a long time up in the air, just sort of,
Yeah.
it seemed like a long time.
Yeah.
And eventually it landed back on its wheels and then it just spun to a stop. But it took it 2 kilometres to stop.
Wow.
Once it spun.
Lionel is gearing up for another run at the record. His bones are telling him he needs to crack 480 kilometres per hour and stay in one piece.
The car's had a fair bit of work done on it. like, we need to lower the roof to make the car go faster.
Yeah.
So we've lowered the roof 6 inches.
Yeah.
If you stand up there and have a look, there's actually 4 roofs up there.
I'm going to say,
There's 4 long quarters to make the roof. It's 535 mil longer in the roof than what it was.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to change the angle of the A pillar or the rear pillar in the rules. Rod's ambition was to do 300 mile an hour.
Yeah, okay.
These speeds are not like just for a little while. You've got to maintain this speed for a mile. So this is the average speed for a mile. So even when you get there, you're sort of thinking, it'd be nice to sort of pull the chute, but you've got to get to the next timer.
So what sort of revs is the engine doing at that speed?
The best we've had so far is about 7,200 in top gear.
In top gear, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But usually the timing starts at 2 miles. So we get 2 miles of run up, then we get 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6.
Yeah.
So we run it right to the 6 mile.
How much time do you have to slow down?
You have 3 miles to slow down.
Yeah, okay, rightio.
So you pull the chute and start slowing it down. You usually get it pulled up within a mile and a half.
Lionel's brush with death makes a good yarn, but Lance is on a truck finding mission and needs to get back on the hunt.
Eddie.
Yep.
I'm Lance. How are you, mate?
Eddie is about as close as Australia gets to hot rod royalty. He was the first rodder to go to the States and kicked off Street Rodder magazine in the mid-60s. He's rebuilt, modified and restored more American cars than the boys have had breakfast. He's managed to hang on to a few classics that would be the envy of any car nut.
Pete, that's you, look.
Oh, God, you. I'll tell you, that is me. Wow. That is
Yeah.
ridiculous. This is a beauty, isn't it, mate? Look at this. Yeah.
Got the old flathead.
Oh, the old
down
flathead.
there.
What are you using, sorry?
Big pardon?
36.
35.
35, is it? Yeah.
35.
So you're going to do something with this, or
Oh,
or-
someone will
or
at
sell
some
it to
stage.
Pete?
Yeah. Hands up.
No,
Hey, look.
I've had Americans wanting to buy it and take it back.
Yeah, right.
You obviously have a soft spot for Cadillac too, Eddie.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
I
who
got my
doesn't?
licence in '59, and all you dreamed about was the big stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
The old man had mainline utes, but they weren't the deal. You look at today's cars, they stop about
Oh, yeah,
halfway
I've
on.
got a 63 Cadillac at home and I pull up beside the little cars and they come to here.
Yeah, they
you
come
know,
to
they come to
here.
there, you know.
This is the Eldorado, and they only made 1,000 of these too.
And that's right-hand drive.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Eddie, do I look better in this car or that one? Do I look better in this one or that one?
There's an Eddy, actually.
I got a 59 convertible.
Oh, yep.
And this thing here, 10,000 US aside.
That's right.
So that's one mould.
Yeah, but
$10,000.
you can't. Every piece is different. You
Yes.
can't swap them.
No, 10,000. And also with the convertibles, as you'll probably find with the coupes, maybe not the coupes, but they might have, let's say, pick a figure, they made 1,000.
Yeah.
Then everybody chopped the coupes up, so they got 2,000.
Yeah,
so
well,
those.
I got a couch up there, which my friend got in 1980,
Yes.
and the most perfect coupe you've ever seen. They just whipped the back off for the angle knob.
You know, I could show you the saddest picture from the bloke. He has, he's a really nice guy from Texas, and he just got a bit ill and pretty old, and he sold a lot of his stuff. He's got semi-trailers going out with the back half cut off, probably 40 59s on the back of a truck.
Everyone wanted a couch.
All they wanted a couch.
Yeah.
But there's a guy in Phoenix that in Scottsdale. We went to the Barrett and Jackson. He's got one of these, completely original, absolutely perfect. But his is black. But this part here, he had to find one. He wasn't happy with it. 10,000 they wanted to
Well,
side.
yeah, I remember back in 1980, Paul Barker's son had a coupe, and in 1990, and they wanted $5,000 for this Eldorado trim.
Just one, not both sides, just one.
Yeah, I believe it.
Unbelievable.
Being a car man, Pete may as well have gone to heaven. But cutting off a Cadillac rear end for a lounge is vandalism of the highest order.
There's the arse end of a Cadillac there. Do you know, the 59 Cadillac's the iconic American car, some would argue. And they butcher the arse end off to make a bloody lounge. You'd nearly want to punch the bloke in the face. Not Eddie, all the other people, mate. It's just it's just criminal. Maybe other end was damaged, I don't know the story, but you never cut one off a good one. Never.
Eddie's son Ryan lives next door and has the same running gear as his dad, but topped up with fresh oil.
Right, you going?
Coming.
Ryan is gearing up for Chopped, a gathering of motor-modified devotees. The main event is a drag race, and Ryan wants to get in a bit of practice to see if he's up to speed. Ryan likes his toys, and his Holden panel van is fully blown and street legal.
We haven't got much asphalt to test on at the moment. Where that stick is, it's all just dirt over the asphalt. It's actually need a bobcat or something, because it's from here to here. So we got bloody 2.5 foot of dirt over the asphalt for nearly the whole way. I'll have to give it
Ryan comes from a farming family that goes way back in these parts. The landowner here is a family friend who's ended up with a nice section of the old road, just perfect for a bush drag practice run.
That works.
It does. It does.
At least the tar's still there anyway.
Tyres are nearly done.
Already?
I reckon it'll hold up all right.
The blown donk in the old shaggin' wagon has done its job and laid down some impressive rubber. But Ryan's still up for a bit of smoking.
Oh, should we do one more?
I reckon it's good fun. I wish I was younger.
Why wouldn't you? That's the...
All good.
So we're going to head off, mate. So
right,
get
all
going.
right.
Thanks very much.
Pleasure.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right.
Here we go. Get out of here.
Pete could watch this all day, but Lance is keen to burn some rubber of his own. The trip to Mexico has come to an end, and it's time for Lance and Pete to hit the road. They've come all this way and going home with an empty trailer. But that's just the way it is for truck hunters. Sometimes it's all about the hunt, and this trip has only whet their appetite for more.